Okay. First of all, I'm watching Queen Nija's review of Streamer University, and the first thing I want to say is I personally hold on. I want to make sure I phrase this in the right way. I personally am connected to the streamers. Not as in I know the streamers personally, but I have personal connections to the streamers. Okay. Just reminding y'all, like my DDG, like DDG is a battle rapper. Okay. That's the only way I actually know how to describe him. If I say anything else about him, then I'm doing shakara. You understand? You understand what that means now, okay? DDG is a battle rapper. Okay. Battle rap's history is like you know whose side someone is on once they battle rap. But DDG, he's a troll battle rap, so he battle raps, but then at the end you don't know what side he's on, which is still some people's battle rap styles, but that's me going way too deep into the conversation because um obviously we're not here to talk about battle rap. I could talk about battle rap all day, okay? The people who he's mostly dissing and changes his mind are the people who I it's funny actually, like when he changes his mind, he switches from dissing the people who I grew up with to dissing the people I went to school with. And that's what he's flip-flopping between. That's his internal battle. Like he's a battle rap who's battle rapping with himself, and that's the purpose. Like my ex used to be a battle rapper, and that was his same battle rap point, except for he was a real OG battle rapper where he would like that would be the ending point, but like he would obviously be battling a person, and battle rap is like you diss an actual person, but DDG is dissing himself, and that's you know what I'm saying? That's the trolling part of battle rap. Like battle rappers don't diss themselves. Um so yeah. Um My second point is, and that's DDG's. I think this is what DDG is what's really bothering him. Why he's battling with himself so hard. Um, because people get alarmed when, like, think of it like a punctuation mark. Like people get alarmed when, like, someone finishes a statement. You know, and I get that. Obviously, that's an intimidating thing. Like to just like digest it, like have to like say that you like commit to being like you understand it, like not going over the same thing, going over the same topic again. But it's like sometimes we have like multi-topic conversations, okay? That's what you call a conversation, a discussion. Now a one topic conversation, that's an argument, okay? And I know there's some people who don't understand how every conversation isn't an argument. And I know the answer to that, but that's because I be winning all the arguments. Okay. What the quickest way to lose around me is staying on one topic because I used to do debate, mock trial. I literally spent school studying every single way to argue with a person. And then I studied the intricacies of being a person. I did biomedical engineering and psychology. Okay. So, like that's how I like end up meeting all these battle rappers, by the way, because that's what I do. If you end up staying on one topic, that's the quickest way to lose any fight. That's just my advice in general. So people get alarmed because they want to be the one to switch the fight because that's like switching your weight. Like if you know what I'm saying? I feel that. Like I get it. Okay, I get it. And this is me doing a little bit of chakra. I get it. Most people don't want to put their feet up on the beach and lie by the water and lie by the sand. No, y'all want to go get a massage. Y'all want to go to the spa. Y'all want to do all those other things. Most people don't want to lay down, put their feet up, and chill by the water. I don't either. That's why I take naps. That's my nap time. Okay, that's my favorite thing to do though, is sleep on the beach. By the way. But anyway, back to Queen Naijah's Streamer University review. So, yeah. Obviously, so she's trying to sum up Streamer University in one video, one like less than 30-minute video. And so she's like going back and forth between topics. So it's a lot of information to process at once. And I know some people process things outwardly. So like some people are like tactile learners, some people are visual learners. Some of y'all are tactile learners. When she says something, you have to like process it with words and like understand that. But that typically, like, I know people think that I don't believe in learning styles. I believe people's learning styles tells how much they know about the information. So if you're tactile learning, I feel like that means you're in an unfamiliar place. You're like a blind person. You're trying to feel around for where you are. Okay. If you're a visual learner, it's recognizable to you. Okay. So like I said, I have personal connections to like the streamers. Or I should say personal investment, I guess, but I don't like to use the term investment because people start thinking about stocks and stuff, and that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, so I can watch Queen Naijah's video one by one, observe it, and then still have a response afterwards. Most people need to go through the process of doing what I'm doing now. Okay, now they can't though, because again, it's Streamer University. You're supposed to pick a character that's your favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to Streamer University, or if you're watching Streamer University, hypothetically, there's a streamer who you're a fan of, and so you're just going to be talking about, streamer gossip. But it's just ironic because, and this is me being petty, not doing chakra, because I had this, okay? I had this, okay? No, I didn't get into Streamer University. I didn't even send in the application, okay? Because for exactly what I'm about to talk about right now, like, this is what? They're getting to a point where they made their money off of drama, but they don't want their drama online anymore because the drama done got real, which I could have told them if they was watching the OG YouTubers. And I don't know if somehow they thought vlogging and streaming were different, because I guess they now they really call the OG YouTubers fake, but nah, it's fine. It's calm. Nah, it's calm. Anyway, so yeah, right now I'm kind of being like a catty businesswoman, because I'm stepping in during a moment where a lot of them they probably don't remember, because they too busy trying to protect themselves from the tabloids that made them famous in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, DDG and Halle Bailey, I know they ain't on good terms right now. That's why he's sitting there in all these other girls' faces. But what really the tea? Neither of them want us to know anymore. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that I respect the most about the OG YouTubers, okay? The OG YouTubers, you could pull up with a machete and a bazooka. They still gonna be like, and what about it? I'm going to film this video. If you want to be messy, I'ma bleep out the curse words. You want to get naked, I'ma censor the nudity. They're like, this is my job. Like, they were fully committed to their job, okay? Now, a lot of streamers, I don't want to pigeonhole them. A lot of streamers, most streamers actually, I think, are like gamers or rappers like DDG. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they don't have to do that. per se, but the OG YouTubers, like, that's how they got to the point of making apology videos, because it was a conversation. Like, this was back before people were really, really, really real on the internet. You know what I'm saying? There was reality TV, but they got laws and stuff like that because of like most of the reality TV drama was censored by being a part of a corporation. The YouTubers were not a part of a corporation, so their drama, you could talk about their drama. Okay, the grout fit, bro. The grout fit. It's a chill day. Grout fit. Great. Yeah. So this is the time people was really, 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 really real. Cause like on Bad Girls Club, they can't tell you the reason that they're not fighting is because they slept with the producer. Cause then the producer might lose their job, and then the television show gonna stop being aired. You feel me? So YouTubers, they can tell you they sleeping with the cameraman because they the ones that hired the cameraman. Like that's just what happened. So yeah, so Queen Naijah's trying to sum it up, and I like in one video, because if you're not one of those people who have like a fan base and stuff like that, or who are fans of these streamers, then you won't really be able to talk about what's going on. Like it's the weird feeling where you understand what's going on, but it's still nothing to be said, because it's just like, and what about it? And what about it? And that's like Queen's trying to talk about. And what about it? Okay. So let's get into what she's trying to talk to. Me and my mini tennis skirt.